Erie County's Democratic lawmakers today introduced a bill they say could simplify how the county collects sales taxes. If approved, the public will get a chance to vote on this measure come November.
County Controller Kevin Hardwick is supportive of this idea. He joins us now to explain. Kevin, thank you so much for being here this afternoon.
You're welcome.
So first, let's just begin. Explain this proposal to us.
Well, currently we have a sales tax. Obviously, everybody pays 8.75%. 4% of that is statewide. It goes directly to the state. The other 4.75 comes back. 3% of that is permanent. The older amongst us might remember when we used to have a 7% sales tax year. Then there was a financial crisis in the 80s, and we got the quote-unquote temporary 1%. Then we got red and green budget in 2005, and there was a temporary 0.75%. So we've got 3% of the county sales tax is permanent, along with the 4%. So that's 7, and we get to the 8.75 with a temporary 1.75%, which has to be renewed every couple years. The problem is that when it's renewed, it takes a supermajority vote of the county legislature. We have an 11-member county legislature. It takes a 2/3 vote, which is 8 members. Just coincidentally, with 11 members, it's also a 3/4 vote because there's no difference between 2/3 and 3/4 because of the 11 members. Anyway, that presents a problem if it doesn't pass with the supermajority. Currently, there's a county legislature made up of 7 Democrats and 4 Republicans. For the sales tax to pass, it needs a additional one Republican crossing over. Therein lies the problem, because in the past the Republicans have used their supermajority requirement to extract things from the county executive and from the Democrats, which is fine if you're talking about a supermajority to do bonding. You know, if we fail to get a supermajority to do bonding, then you might lose some roads, you might lose some buildings, don't get roofs or new windows or whatever, which is bad, but you know, it happens. If you don't get the supermajority for the sales tax, it's fiscal Armageddon. You're going to lose with the temporary part, you're going to lose about $385 million that we raised just in that temporary 1.75%. $385 million. To put that in perspective, the entire property tax levy, including the libraries, is $330 million.
Okay.
So you're going to have to double property taxes or make ridiculous cuts if that doesn't pass. So the measure that's being talked about now would reduce the supermajority of 2/3 to a simple majority to get it done.
We're going to make people go blind with all these numbers, Kevin, and it is a convoluted process, but the argument for it is that the process could be streamlined. Of course, the argument against it then, Kevin, is that we're going from a supermajority, meaning you need a Republican.
Yeah. In
this case, Democrats need a Republican. What about the argument that this is another check and balance, that this is a check and balance on how taxpayers' money is spent?
You know, a supermajority requirement is nice for raising other taxes. And that's in place already. And they can flex their muscles then. Here we're talking about something that's akin to the debt ceiling debate that happens on the national level every few years. And everybody knows that's got to pass, because if it doesn't, it's market meltdown and it's worse than the Great Depression. Well, this is worse than red and green budget for those of us who can remember it from 2005 if it doesn't pass. And I would make the argument that you don't mess with the sales tax that's already there. If you want to raise sales tax above the 8.75 that it is, you'd still need the supermajority. Right. We're just talking about keeping what we have.
And that's a big
if
point.
We lose it, $385 million, you know, your property taxes are probably going to have to double.
That is a big point.
And people don't want that, certainly.
What we're talking about now is not something to change the sales taxes in terms of increasing.
This current measure would just keep the status quo.
I'm glad that you brought up the debt ceiling at the federal level. Of course, that is something that, as we've seen this Congress and even in past years' Congress, they are weaponizing some of these normal budgetary things. All of a sudden, they're being weaponized. Doesn't it make it easier if this goes through that the simple sales tax formula could be weaponized by whoever has the majority, because instead of needing compromise from the other side of the aisle, now you need only the simple majority. And if you have the majority, then you can push this through.
And the argument is you're taking away a tool that they have for the minority to flex their muscles. Yeah. They already have this, however. Again, every year when we do our annual bonding, we borrow about $40 million or so a year. They can do that then and extract what they need. Yeah. You don't have to mess with the sales tax. And again, you're right about the national debt limit. I mean, we're stuck with that, and they won't change it in Washington until maybe we send Congressman Dave Graber there in a few years. You will convince people that we need to change that.
Let me ask you, how do you think this will be taken by residents in the county?
Well, here's the thing. If the county legislature, by a majority vote, adopts this local law, it still has to be voted on by a majority of the voters in November. So in the end, the people will have the final say. And hopefully it'll pass, and hopefully the people will see the wisdom in not taking chances with this. Our principal source of local revenue. Again, $330 million we get from property tax. We get over $600 million in sales tax, and $385 of that is from the temporary tax that we're talking about.
They would need scratch paper. This is a very sort of legalese and financial story that is going to be played out over the next several months. As Kevin just mentioned, thankfully, voters will have the opportunity, likely in November, once this moves through. We'll have you back. We'll have the other side as well. But we are right now out of time.
Thank you. Thank you for the time to explain this.
Appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you.
All right, let's get